Hey folks, Mark here, and today we're burning rubber with Joyride Full Throttle, a high-octane standalone sequel for 2 to 6 players that delivers even more chaos, strategy, and laugh-out-loud moments at the table. Buckle up because this one rewards bold lines, risky dice rolls, and those glorious cinematic collisions. So picture this. You sit at the starting line, engines humming, everyone rolling, locking, and rolling again. 2 chances to surge forward or set up that perfect line through the corner. The rhythm is all about the lock and roll, with a choice to steer at the start of the move or pivot at the end when your car allows it. Threading the needle between barriers, rivals, and your own better judgment. The initiative ladder reshuffles each round based on gear, so pushing your limits gives you the jump, but one bad corner and you'll be repairing your dashboard before the next lap. So what does a turn actually look like? Well, each turn is split into 5 quick beats. Start, lock, shift, roll, and end. Now it sounds like a lot, but it flows fast and feels really intuitive. So you'll lock a few dice to commit to your line, shift gears to risk or recover, then roll the rest and see if you can hold it together. You can steer at the start of your move or pivot at the end if your car allows it, dodging barriers or setting up the next curve. Damage blocks part of your dashboard when it hits, making every choice matter. And when the round ends, initiative resets by gear, so the faster you drive, the sooner you will act next turn. So those are really the basics of this game, but what we're really here for is to see what's new in Full Throttle. First, the player count. Now it's up to 6, and let me tell you, it is just chaotic fun. And when the track is full, 5th and 6th place drivers get a little bit of a catch-up boost, repairing damage and snagging an item to stay in the race. Second, team mode shifts into overdrive, with 2-player teams battling it out, whether it's 2-on-2 or a wild team free-for-all, featuring superfans, special tokens you carry, protect, and pass like a VIP baton. Your team wins when your superfan completes their laps, so teamwork and timing are everything. Third, we have portals. Yes, portals. Race through one, pop out another, sometimes even on a completely different board layout, which means they're game-changing shortcuts that open up wild new strategies. And of course, we have new items, which doubles down on the fun. You have the volley bomb, dumbbells, marbles, nitro 2.0, wrench, and thumper. Each one adds new ways to crash, boost, or outwit your opponents, ensuring no 2 races feel the same. Now let's talk cars, because the garage is full of personalities. Now I'm just giving you a taste of a few of them here. You have the mall cop who feints, chases, and uses hot pursuit to close gaps with style. Then the lowrider brings a little friend, yes, an actual dog. Yeah, probably my favorite of the new drivers, but brings that dog onto the track, forcing opponents to steer away or risk disaster. The food truck turns condiment chaos into horsepower, sliding across the track with greasy wheels, powering up with ketchup, and punching into the perfect gear with extra mustard. And then we have the drifter, pure finesse, pivoting at the end of a move for that cinematic sideways finish. Each of these cars includes its own dashboard and 3 unique abilities, but you can also run on a simplified standard set of abilities for new drivers. Full Throttle also comes with 2 brand new maps. You have the Beachside Boardwalk and you have the Abandoned Mall, and over 20 different track layouts. Each lists a recommended player count and whether it's a standard or epic race, so you can pick a quick sprint or settle in for a marathon showdown. Everything here is cross-compatible with previous sets, so letting you mix maps, items, and obstacles for endless variety. This game is just pure action, and every turn is a dare. You lock dice to set your angle, roll the rest, and pray you stick that landing. Collisions are pure mayhem. You have sideswipes that spin rivals into barriers, rear ends that stall your move, and head-ons that end in laughter and frustration alike. Damage tokens physically block sections of your dashboard, limiting gears, dice slots, and item spaces until you can repair them. So the longer the race, the tighter the squeeze. Now, I already touched on it, but team mode deserves a spotlight. You and your partner will coordinate lines, body block for your superfan, and use items at just the right moment to throw the other teams into chaos. It's fast, tactical, and wildly unpredictable. Exactly what you expect when cars are teleporting through portals and volley bombs are bouncing down the straightaway. So, Joyride Full Throttle takes everything that made the original great. Fast turns, cinematic crashes, simple rules, and adds more ways to play, more personality, and just more pure fun. 2 new boards, 6 new cars, wilder items, and cross-compatibility gameplay makes this a sequel that doesn't just add content, it turns the volume all the way up. This game, you truly have the sense of driving and being in this race. You're tucked behind the apex, locked on a tidy 3. Hearing a roar of the crowd, you hit a portal, reappear sideways, and your buddy's food truck spins out on a pile of marbles right where you were. You breathe, drift, and cross the line. That's the essence of Joyride. So these prototype components are still in development with final accessibility and visual passes on the way. Plus, new inked wash miniatures, tokens, and upgrades planned for the campaign. If you love fast, funny racing where your plans last about as long as your front bumper, well, Full Throttle is the sequel that takes Joyride into overdrive. All right, folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview, and everything you've seen has been in prototype form, so keep a close eye on the campaign for any changes that still may occur. Now, that said, I was a big fan of the original game, and this just adds way more fun, way more chaos, way more battles out on the track, so to say. And the thing here is that this game is really one of those games where you're up off the table and things are happening fast, sliding into your opponents, crashing into barricades, and just trying to make that next turn around the bend. There's a lot of neat thematic things in this game for sure, and those new items that you can put out on the battlefield are just fantastic. I really enjoyed that aspect. But what I really like the most is the new driver with the dog, because obviously Alita, that's going to be something I'm going to gravitate towards. Having a dog as my co-pilot in this car is definitely going to be a key thing for me. But there's a lot of neat thing. I like the new tracks as well, and the game is just so fast, and you really have to think on your feet about what you're doing next. But folks, ultimately, if this looks like something of interest to you, I'm sure they'd appreciate your support. So I think that's it from me, and until next time, we'll see you at the table.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.